San Francisco 49ers pregame live as they get ready to face off against the Packers. And they will be missing some key pieces in this one. No Brock Purdy, no Nick Bosa. We're still officially waiting to see what's going to be the status of Trent Williams. So still a lot of questions, but we're hearing reports that the San Francisco 49ers are going to be very interested in adding Daniel Jones, quarterback who was just released from the New York Giants. Oh boy, a lot of stuff percolating around in 49ers land as they get ready for a must-win game to keep their playoff hopes alive with a backup quarterback at the helm. A lot of things popping up. Let's see how confident we are. Smash that like button. Drop an SDS in a chat. Let's get into it. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Love to see it. All right, 49er fans, make or break season on the line. Again, if the San Francisco 49ers win against the Packers, their playoff hopes rise to a 52 to 53% chance of making the playoffs. If they lose, they will fall around the range of 15%, which is obviously not good. So it's safe to say that the stakes are high heading into this one. The San Francisco 49ers will be starting Brandon Allen at quarterback, with Brock Purdy being out with shoulder soreness, shoulder injury. We did hear last night from Ian Rappaport that he does believe that Brock Purdy will return next week against the Bills. So that is an interesting development. So it does sound like that there isn't a huge concern for Brock Purdy to miss an extended period of time, which I think is obviously good news, but it's only good news if the San Francisco 49ers are still in playoff contention, and that will require a win against the Packers on the road. No Nick Bosa, Trent Williams TBD. The 49ers all have their backs against the wall in this one, and it is going to be fascinating to see how they respond and how they bounce back from that extremely difficult loss against the Seattle Seahawks, a game that we all believe, and I think they believe as well, they should have won. And so we'll get into the game against the Packers, but let's talk about some of the reports that we've seen over the last, 24 hours or so. It sounds like the 49ers are expected to show serious interest in Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones was released by the Giants. He's likely going to clear waivers. I don't anticipate anyone will be picking up his bloated contract. So as a result, he will become a free agent, free to sign wherever he wants. And all the reports coming out, whether it's a Jeremy Fowler or Jordan Schultz, multiple high-level reporters are reporting, and it's not even a rumor, it's a report, that the 49ers are expected to be very interested in signing Daniel Jones. So let's talk about that. Why would the San Francisco 49ers want Daniel Jones? What would that benefit? What would the point be? Especially if Brock Purdy isn't expected to miss any time. Well, obviously, what it would do, it would insulate the quarterback room. Daniel Jones is a former top 10 pick. And unfortunately, New York football right now, whether you're the Giants or the Jets, is just discombobulated. It's not good. Doesn't seem like it's a good environment in either one of the buildings. So the 49ers, I believe, are the mindset that you get a potential, starting quarterback in the league for nothing. You bring him in, you put him on the Sam Darnold rehabilitation plan, and if you get him into the building and, who knows if he even plays at that point. But it is important to note that the 49ers are very savvy when it comes to the comp pick formula. So you could theoretically look at it if you are signing Daniel Jones and you convince him to sign with you over anyone else, that he will sign with a team next year to potentially be a bridge quarterback. He could potentially get the bridge quarterback contract, kind of like Sam Darnold did, which would net you a draft pick. So that's one thing to keep in mind, because obviously the 49ers will be likely in contract negotiations trying to pay Brock Purdy. So they're not going to be paying Daniel Jones. But if he does sign elsewhere in free agency, the 49ers would be able to likely recoup a draft pick based on how long and how much he signs for. So there are some benefits to it. And, obviously, is he going to play? I have no idea. But I think if you can convince me that if you can sign Daniel Jones and get a comp pick out of him just for signing him, I'm down. Give me all the draft picks we can get, because obviously the San Francisco 49ers are going to have to rely on young talent, especially when they pay Brock Purdy. So the more draft picks you can get, whether a 6th-round draft pick, even if you can turn Daniel Jones into a 5th or a 4th-round draft pick, that's not a bad deal if you ask me. We don't know at all if he would even play or contribute to the season. You would obviously have to consider releasing a guy who most likely would be Joshua Dobbs, because the 49ers are obviously starting Brandon Allen in this game. So you would have to come up with that decision or crazy. We've seen crazier things. Could the 49ers keep 4 quarterbacks? I don't know. But it would just be an interesting situation. And if you, like I said, if you could net a draft pick in return because of the comp pick formula, I would consider it. I know a lot of people. I'm not even a big Daniel Jones fan. I think Daniel Jones obviously hasn't been a good quarterback in the league since he's been drafted. He's been real up and down, and very inconsistent, and not the best decision maker. But that seems to be a kind of a that's kind of how we talked about Sam Darnold. So hey, it could be incentivizing for Daniel Jones to come over here, try to learn the Kyle Shanahan scheme, get up to speed in that environment, and who knows, maybe the 49ers get something in return just for signing him. So we'll see how that ultimately pans out. But I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. I could see the 49ers going after it. But anyways, that decision will likely come down probably at the beginning of next week. So we'll see. We'll see what the 49ers do, if they actually do that and make that move. It'd be fascinating to see. But we'll see. I could really see them doing it. So we'll have to see if they actually do it. So let's talk about this game against the Packers. 49ers, they got to win this one. They got to win this one. It all comes down to this game, man. I can't believe we are here in week 12 talking about a game that will decide the 49ers playoff hopes. And it's week 12. Packers, no Nick Bosa, no Brock Purdy. Brandon Allen will be getting the start at quarterback. Not how we drew it up, folks. Not how we drew it up. Michael says, Brad, can Daniel Jones play defense? Yeah, he was playing scout team safety, remember? Long Joshua says, stop it. It does not all come down to this. I mean, considering the fact that if the 49ers win this game, their playoff percentage chance jumps up to 52 to 53%. And they're currently sitting at about 27% chances, I believe. And if they lose this game, I believe their chances to make the playoffs fall under 15%. So I would say that is a pretty significant projection of the meaning of this game and what it means. And so if the 49ers find themselves 5-6 after this game, they lose to another NFC opponent. Yeah, I would say that's pretty considerable, especially considering the fact that we've heard from not only Deebo Samuel, but Deommodore Lenoir and multiple 49ers players that believe that this is a must-win game, and they have to win every game out in order to have a chance at the playoffs. So it is what it is. Like you can believe whatever you want to believe. There's a giant portion of the fan base who believe the season is over already before this game has even started. There's a portion of the fan base that believes that the 49ers still have a shot to get in. There's a lot of wide ranging of thoughts and emotions about this game, but the facts of the matter are the facts. The facts are if the 49ers lose this game, this significantly hurts any chances that they have of getting into the playoffs. It would then require a lot of help, not just from the 49ers. It would require help from other teams having to lose. You would need the Rams to lose, the Cardinals to lose, and then they would still have to go on like a 6-win streak to have a chance at the playoffs. So you can feel however you want to feel. It is what it is. The game against the Packers is a big one. It doesn't mean that they are officially out of the playoffs. It doesn't mean that they are mathematically eliminated. It means that their chances mathematically are significantly lowered to the point where it will take short of a miracle in order for them to get into the playoffs. You never say never in this league. We've seen crazier things happen. It is what it is. You can get mad at me all you want for stating what it is, but it is what it is. And that's where we're at. That's why this is an important game. And that's why the San Francisco 49ers need to do whatever they can to try to get this win. Tommy says we suck pond water. I haven't heard that one before. That's a new one. So it is what it is, man. Like, I get it. Season hasn't gone as we had expected. We wanted to see more things. We wanted to see a situation where we aren't in this situation in week 12. I did not say it's over if we lose this game. So let's keep along. Let's pay attention. I said their chances are significantly hurt, as I've expressed. So again, it is what it is. The 49ers are in a hole. They have to dig themselves out of it, and they have to get a win against the Packers, or else what? It takes a lot of work to turn this season around, but it starts with the Packers, and they have an opportunity. It's any given Sunday. Anything can happen. I haven't put the season in the gutter yet. It's definitely not a good spot. It's definitely not what we wanted. It's definitely not ideal. It's definitely not a situation that we want to be in. But it's up to the 49ers to get it done. If they can get this win and keep their season alive, that's what you got to do. It's what you got to do. Will they do it? That remains to be seen. So they're going to be doing it with a backup quarterback. They're going to be doing it with a banged up defensive line that's missing two of their key starters in Hargrave and Bosa. They're not going to have Charvarius Ward out there, so you're going to be seeing a lot of Isaac Yadam. You're going to see a lot of Renardo Green. So it's a tough one, man. It's a tough situation to be in. So doesn't mean they can't do it. We've seen crazier things happen in this league. So the 49ers, in my opinion, if they can just play complementary football and they can run their offense, actually run the football, then the 49ers have a chance to win this game. I think the Packers are beatable. I think the Packers have shown that they are a talented team. They're a young team. They have weapons. They have the opportunity to take advantage of the 49ers. They can. But any given Sunday, who are the 49ers going to be today? Are they going to show up? Are they going to play, smart ball? Are they going to limit penalties? Are they going to stay in front of the sticks? Are they going to be able to run the football? Are they going to be able to pass the ball? Those are the questions. Those are the things that we'll be looking for. And we have some unknowns with a new quarterback. None of us have seen Brandon Allen start a game for the San Francisco 49ers. So there's a lot of unknown. There's a lot of unknown. Man, I'm getting it from both ways. I just got accused of saying the season is over, and now I'm being accused of being very blindfully hopeful. You can't win with this fan base at all. I've now been accused of saying it's all over and being blindfully hopeful in the same within I think less than a 5-minute period. Gotta love it. Got to love it. Boxing fan says to win, Kyle has to use all three backs. Yeah, I agree. He's got to use everything. He's got to use everything. Kyle's got to dig deep into the bag. You have to be able to call a game. You have to be able to call the right plays, pull the right levers, use the right play. Like they gotta dig deep. This is a game where you got to pull it all out and you got to lay it on the line. This is a playoff game, in my opinion. So that's the type of intensity that you have to have. That's the type of mindset that you have to have in this game, regardless of what fans feel, regardless of anything. They got to win this game. And if they do, their season stays alive. And if they don't, it becomes very dire. Very dire. It's not officially over, but it becomes very, very dire. And the reason why we're talking about playoffs is because that's what the 49ers have to have in their mind. That's the mindset. If they don't do that, if they don't have the playoffs in their vision, then what are they playing for? They don't play for draft picks. They don't play for, oh, we got to get a better draft so this guy can come in and take my job. That's not what the players feed into inside the locker room. Inside that locker room, they're doing whatever they can to save their job. They're doing whatever they can to save this season because it means the future for them. It means potentially you could have a guy come in the draft and steal your spot. So none of the players inside that locker room are thinking draft position, and they never will. It's just not how it works. So what they are thinking is playoffs. Yes, as a fan base, does it feel like that is far away? Does it feel like there's the window is dwindling by the second? Of course it does. Because the 49ers are 5-5. That's what happens. It is what it is. So treat it like a playoff game. Treat it as a must win because it is. Go into a hostile environment and win. So, hey, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Shave my beard for good luck? Absolutely not. My kids would freak out. My kids have never seen my face without facial hair on it. They would literally probably have a meltdown because they wouldn't recognize me. I don't even know if I'd recognize me. I haven't seen my face without facial hair since the Harbaugh era. That's how long it's been. So I'm not willing. I don't know if I'm willing to go to those lengths. Uh, I'm willing to go to some lengths though, but shaving the beard definitely ain't one of those. Definitely not at the top of the list. Um, so hey man, I get it. Fan base is feeling it. They see that we've all seen the struggles, and that's why this game is a must win, and they got to win it with no Brock Purdy. So let's do this. Drop your score predictions in the chat. I'm curious, based on the conversation that we're having. Drop your score predictions. Do you think the 49ers are going to win this one? Let me know what you think. I wouldn't be surprised to see this be actually predominantly Packers, to be honest with you. And honestly, I think we should all pick the Packers for reverse Juju sakes. I think it's been like a clean sweep with analysts. I don't think anyone's picking the 49ers to win this game. So maybe we stay on the train and we all pick Packers for reverse Juju. We try to flip the jinx. We all pick the Packers to win to flip the outcome. Literally, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. So it seems pretty split. I see some people think the 49ers win a close one. I see people think that the Green Bay Packers will win. So hey, big one on our hands. Big one on our hands. Season on the line. Hey, I nothing wrong with it, man. You know, based on what we have, feels like the Packers have the upper hand. So it's going to take the 49ers to play 60 minutes of complimentary football, which is something that they just have not done. So are they going to do it today? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's do some picks. Again, if you guys want to get in with some sleeper picks for the game, use my code SF9ers for a first time deposit. You could get up to 1,500 deposit match, which is insane, just by using my code SF9ers. But let's make some quick picks. SF versus Green Bay. No. Brock Purdy. I'm going to go Jordan Love with the interception because I think he's thrown an interception in every single game. So, hey, we're going to ride the trend. In every single game, Jordan Love has thrown an interception. So we're going to continue with our trend of picking opposing quarterbacks to throw an interception. With George Kittle being back in this game, it says the over-under set at 3.5 receptions. I'm going to pick the over because I think Kittle's going to be involved today. So I think that Brandon Allen is going to use Kittle as a safety blanket. So I'm going to pick Kittle. Shall we also tap in with Jawan Jennings or Debo Pearsall? Wait, what? It says Fred Warner assisted tackle set at 2.5. That doesn't seem right. That seems too easy. Oh, I guess it's solo tackle versus assisted tackles. Interesting. So let's go Jennings. Jennings feels like he's got the hot hand right now. 48.5 receiving yards. I feel like we're going to smash that over. So I think this one should hit. I'll throw the picks up on the screen here in a second, so you can see what we cooked up. So I think this one feels very obtainable. So again, if you guys haven't played with Sleeper yet and you want to get in, super easy. Use my code and get up to 1,500 deposit match. Again, if you want to deposit 1,500, they'll throw 1,500 right back into your account instantly. Or you can just throw 20 and they'll give you 20, or vice versa. Whatever you want. Let's see. Where's my picks? There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. So these are the picks if you want to follow along. Jennings over 48.5 receptions. Kittle over 3.5 receptions. Jordan Love interception. Michael says, I'm not confident in Brandon Allen passing game downfield. I agree, but part of this is Jennings is a yak monster right now, and I think Kittle will be peppered over the middle. But we'll see. We shall see. So, will the 49ers win today? Will they get the dub? I don't know. Season on the line, playoff hopes on the line. Backup quarterback, no Nick Bosa. What will we see from this group? Will they come out? Will they play complimentary football? Will they get the win? I don't know. I've seen a lot of optimism. We could use a career game from Brandon Allen. Hey man, I'm of the mindset the 49ers win this game, their season's still alive. But if they lose this game, I think that takes a significant hit. So we'll see. I think they need this win not only for their playoff hopes, but for morale. This is you got to get this one. You got to get this one. So we'll see. But I appreciate everyone tapping in. I'm obviously not at the game, so I'll be able to do a live reaction right after this. So win, loss, tie, I'll be able to come on live right after. That's not typically the case because I'm typically at the games. So we'll be hopping in live and reacting. So feel free to come on back after the game, and we'll see how it goes. Appreciate everyone for tapping in. Appreciate Tommy and Boxing Fan for the super chats. And hey, keep your heads up. Let's get the dub. Let's see if we can get the win. Appreciate you guys. I'm out.